Aloha, my economics people. This is Mr. Baker. This is your update video for April 20th, 2020, a Monday. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you all had a good weekend. Maybe went out, took a walk, maybe went fishing or enjoyed the outdoors a little bit. Keep that social distancing thing going. Um, Guys, we're entering week 4. So we're about halfway to the halfway point of this semester. Some of you guys have turned some stuff into me. Some of you have not. I highly recommend that you get out there and get on these assignments because otherwise this work is going to start accumulating on you. And before you know it, you're going to be really, really behind. We, as a faculty, have made the decision in the school as well to limit your work to one graded assignment a week. So you won't be too snowed under. My daughter is in 4th grade and she gets a lot more assignments than that a day. And her and I and my wife have been working really hard to try to get her caught up the last few days. But it's been really tough because she kind of blew off that first week. Actually, the last week of 3rd quarter and the first week of 4th quarter, she kind of didn't do what she was supposed to do, told us some fibs, and we went back and looked, and I saw that she had turned some things in, and not just the fibs. Sometimes the instructions weren't that great. We work to make sure your instructions are clear on these assignments. You guys know what you're supposed to do. Everything's in Google Classroom, so get on there and look at it. Make sure that you have your work turned in. I will be grading your Unit 2 test, or Unit 1 test, sorry, was last week. Guys, it's still out there. Get on there, and if you haven't done it already, get on there and get it finished. That's a big one. It's unassisted points, so it's really going to move your grade, especially when you don't have as many assignments in a quarter. It's really going to account for a big chunk of your grade. So the Unit 1 test is out there. The study guide's out there. It's not for a grade, but it's a really good study aid to help you get ready for the test. Also, there's the link to the Kahoot that's still out there. That Kahoot really helps for the test, so go out there and play that and get ready. For those of you that have finished the test, I will be grading those probably in the next couple of days. I'm trying to figure out a way to get you, allow you guys to do makeup, and I think I've settled on I'm going to grade it. I will put a red X by anything you missed, and I will put your initial grade on the Google Doc as I have with other assignments. I will send it back to you, but I'm still going to allow you to do test corrections. So to do that, you just go into your notes and find the right answer. And if you highlight the correct answer on the same test, I know if you've had me before, I usually have you guys go out into a separate document and to write the question like it appears on the test, and then go into your notes and find the right answer, and I give you a point back. Well, I'm not going to do that this time. This time I'm going to allow you to just highlight the correct answer on the test, and if it is correct, if the second answer you give me is correct, I'll give you 1 point back. Now, each one of these questions are worth 2 points. So you can get half of what you missed back, which is pretty big, okay? So I will grade those, get them sent back to you, and then you guys can look them over, do the corrections, and send them back to me. Now, of course, you have to have done them already the first time to get the correction points. So if you haven't done the test, get in there and do it. And again, I ask you guys to have honor integrity, not to cheat, to actually do the prep, do the study guide, the Kahoot like we would in class, and then take the test. Not to go out into Google and cheat, okay? And that really helps anyway. So that's still out there. Some of you still haven't turned assignments for the first 2 weeks. Those are still out there. I will take those for full credit, so don't worry if you get behind. If you're behind, just get in there and get it caught up and get it sent to me. All right, so we are starting Unit 2, which is we're going to be talking about supply and demand and price. The first part of that is demand. So I'm just about to, I'm going to do the demand lecture. I will put that up today. The demand lecture will go over what you need to know for demand. And guys, these are concrete. These are like bedrock principles of economics. So I really want you guys to have a good understanding of how supply and demand work together to decide what something costs. So when you go into Walmart and you see something on a price tag, supply and demand has dictated that price. I want you to understand that dynamics. What can manipulate supply? What can manipulate demand? We're going to look at both of those. And again, we're going to start with demand. So You will get the demand lecture today, and this is the first part of Unit 2. Tomorrow, you'll get some more videos probably about demand, and I think I'm going to sit down and do one to show you how the supply and demand curve, or this demand curve, can move, and I'll show you that with supply as well. That's where we're going to start with demand. Then we're going to look at supply on Wednesday, and then you're going to get an assignment as well. It's going to be a worksheet based on the information on the PowerPoint. So you'll get your videos today will be your demand lecture, and then your assignment will be the demand questions, which is, again, that just comes right out of the questions are going to come right out of the lecture. So watch the lecture, answer the questions, turn it in to me, and that's your assignment for today. That will be due Wednesday. And then Wednesday we'll start with supply. And then when we get the supply done, you'll also get a worksheet of questions based on supply, and then I'll combine those two for this weekly grade. So your demand and supply will be a combined thing, and then next week we'll talk about price. Okay, so but we're going to start on demand. Get in there, do your attendance assignment, watch the lecture, answer the questions on the worksheet, which is due Wednesday, and that's all I've got. All right, guys, I will talk to you later. Aloha.